What's your first impression when you hear that someone is 60? Old? Sitting there doing nothing? Retired? Well, let me dispel that myth for you. You're listening to This Woman Can. I'm your host, Janice Sutherland, where I help mature professional black women take charge of their careers and lives to create a future on their terms. Hey everybody, and welcome back to today's episode of This Woman Can. I am your host, Janice Sutherland, career strategist for the mature woman. And I am definitely in that bracket as this is my birthday edition, and in just a few short days, I turn 60. And I wanted to share something personal with you, something personal. I am so excited. Yeah, I'm actually excited about turning 60. And looking back, it's been quite a journey because what surprised me most is how much I have been looking forward to reaching this age. If you've listened to a while, you know I've been celebrating my 60 years of fabulousness for the whole of 2024. So I was really embracing turning 60. And when I look back, I see how different it is to what I envisaged it would be growing up. I've said it before, my 60 is not my mama's 60. And just how energized I am approaching this era. There's a level of wisdom I've gathered that hasn't been from avoiding mistakes. It's actually been from making them and learning from them, taking those mistakes and thinking, what could I do differently? My 50s that I'm rapidly leaving has shown me that fearlessness doesn't diminish as you age. It actually ramps it up a bit. And now that I'm standing at at the doorway of this new decade, should I say, I am feeling really optimistic and that the best is yet to come. I truly do believe that. For me, why am I embracing it? Well, turning 60 feels like the ultimate liberation. After all those years of doing my master's and further education, it feels like I've actually earned a PhD in life studies and that the diploma is my hard won perspective. For years, I've been caught up in the web of expectations, societal expectations, career trajectories, the pressure from society, comparison about why aren't I further ahead or what did I do differently? Why am I single as a parent? Why have I taken this road? Why me? Now I've graduated from that classroom and I get to design my days with intention, not obligation. At this age, I have made peace with who I am. I'm totally accepting, grey hairs and all, who I am. Not who persons thought I should be, not who others wanted me to be, but me, 100%. And those, though back in the day, you'd have those inner critics, my inner mean girls, I call them. They've actually been replaced by a compassionate, understanding voice. I know my strengths. I acknowledge my limitations. And the thing is, the magic, this is where it is. I'm really okay. I'm genuinely okay with them. My social circle isn't about quantity anymore. And yeah, I used to have a much bigger circle before, but I've really honed that down. It's all about quality. I've learned to invest my emotional energy wisely. The relationships that I have, the ones I maintain, are deep, meaningful, and mutually supportive. They're across the other side of the ocean. I don't need to see them every day, but when we do, it's as if we saw each other yesterday, and they're there for me whenever I need them. I've shed those relationships that drain me and nurture the ones that energize me. And each connection feels intentional, not accidental. And 60, dare I say, I was always confident before, but it brings a different kind of professional confidence. I'm not chasing those titles or proving myself anymore. Instead, I'm leveraging those years of experience, those decades of experience. My professional relationships are based on genuine expertise, not hustle. I can consult, mentor, and contribute without the pressure of climbing those corporate ladders, of actually feeling like I have to break a glass ceiling because I broke my own glass ceiling. I work with other women who are embarking on the same journey. I want to share my knowledge. And I hasten to add, I'm definitely not as strong as I was, but embracing 60 doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about my health. I've invested in understanding my body more, not fighting against it. Regular checkups, targeted exercise, mindful nutrition, they aren't chores, they're the acts of self respect. I don't mind having those grey hairs. I don't mind the extra weight I've put on. I've accepted that it's all part of the process. My workouts might look different. I don't run marathons anymore, but I can certainly walk a good 5 or 6 miles every other day. And my commitment is stronger than ever. So I want to break. Just want to shift those narratives and tell you about or share with you about how we should look at how perspectives are shifting and accept that they're shifting. Because as I said, for generations, way back, definitely my mum's era and maybe before that, 60 was seen as the beginning of the end, a time for us to wind down, to step back, to become lesser than. But that really is an outdated script. And I'm all for one for tearing it up. We're writing, as 6-year-olds are writing a new narrative, one where 60 is actually renaissance, a time of vibrant possibility and reinvention. You only have to look around. The world is changing, albeit slowly, but it's changing about how it views aging. And as I said, 60 does not mean retirement and rocking chairs. It means entrepreneurs launching new businesses, athletes still competing at high levels, artists creating their most revolutionary work. We're witnessing a cultural shift where age is becoming less of a limitation and more of a resource. And we're redefining it. If you're listening to it and you're coming up to 60 or in your 60s, I want you to know that we're redefining success, because success at 60 looks dramatically different from previous generations. It's not about accumulation, but about contribution. Wealth is measured in experiences, not just financial assets. Personal growth doesn't have an expiration date. We're still growing. And relevance is a choice, not a birthright. So I want you to debunk that critical misconception about potential. Our potential doesn't have an age limit. In fact, our potential evolves. It becomes more nuanced, more strategic, more impactful. And aging is no longer something that happens to us. It is actually something we can actively shape. We're not passive recipients of time, but we're actual active architects, or those alliterations, of our experience. So let me just sign off. Let me just wrap this up because I'm off to go and enjoy my birthday weekend. But there are some keys to positive aging, to being positive about this next chapter, this next phase. There are the health investments that have paid off. I've paid more attention to my health. There's the relationships that I focused on that are worth nurturing. There's the financial decisions, and I did make some in my earlier years, and I wish I'd made some better ones, but I'm happy with the ones I've done now. I'm grateful, should I say, as opposed to happy, because they could have been better. And I'm grateful for those. There's skills that I'm glad I've developed and I can still hone in on and still use. And there's habits that serve me well now. So I'm really looking forward to the dreams that I've still got to pursue, how I can give back to women like me who are just teetering on the edge and just hesitant about taking that next step in this new era, the new adventures I've got to plan with my husband, the skills I still want to learn, I want to master, and those relationships I want to deepen. So in parting, if you listen to this and you're saying, how do you prepare? How can I prepare for my own journey? Let me give you a few things to say here. Start viewing aging as an achievement, because there are a lot of people who didn't wake up to face 60. So, be grateful for that and view it as an achievement. Invest in your health early wherever you can. Do the simple things. There are little things you can do to aid your health. Build your financial safety net. That pension you've probably been hesitant in participating in, do it, because that will pay dividends, trust me, later down the line. Cultivate those meaningful relationships. Develop interests outside of your job, outside of work. Learn to say no sooner and practice gratitude daily. Yeah. So at 60, emotionally, I feel really, really great about it because I'm feeling more deeply, I'm loving more unconditionally, and I've learned to let go of unnecessary conflicts. And emotional resilience is a great strength. So 60 isn't the sunset. It's like, what can I say? It's like that beautiful afternoon where, the light is just right. It's golden. It's shining through the trees and the view is great. And this is an invitation to all of you who are listening. Aging is not a passive experience. It's an active, exciting journey of continuing transformation. Whether you're 30, 40, 50, or beyond, I hope my sharing my experiences helps you to see that every age has its gifts. The key is to prepare well, live fully, and keep growing. Age is a number, not a definition. Potential is renewable, perspective is a gift, and our best chapters still might be unwritten. So until next time, remember, if I can, you can, this woman can. Take care. Thanks for listening. If you got something from this week's episode, please let me know. Better yet, share it with your friends, colleagues, and anyone you know who can benefit from this message. Don't forget to subscribe or write a review and connect with me at my website, janicesutherland.com, where you can also subscribe to the This Woman Can newsletter or connect with me on LinkedIn. Remember, you have the wisdom, resilience, authenticity, and power to create a life on your terms. And if I can, you can, this woman can. Take care until next time.